What's up, guys? Welcome to a new episode of the ynggpodcast. So, there you have it. Corey Perry is a member of the Edmonton Oilers. He has signed a 1 year deal with them, league minimum, and he helps them solidify their bottom six. But he could always move up in the top six if need be, if there's any injuries or if players are not playing up to standards. So, how can we evaluate this signing? Well, let's start off with why Corey Perry was a UFA to begin with. So there was an incident that happened with the Chicago Blackhawks. Um, which his conduct was unacceptable and against team policies, and he was discussing that it had to do with struggles with alcohol. So he's been working with mental health and substance abuse experts ever since. So it's been a couple months he's been out of action, not playing on an NHL team, and now he's back in it. He's been skating and training in order to play himself back into shape, according to Frank Saravelli. And he should be joining the Edmonton Oilers as of this week, so immediately. Um, so 38 years old, signed a 1 year deal with the Chicago Blackhawks during the off season, where you know $4 million for his for his caliber of a player, a little bit too much, but they had to respect the salary cap minimum, so that's why they kind of gave him an excessive contract or a lucrative contract, in my opinion. But got terminated because of his actions. Was a UFA, was discussing with teams like Tampa Bay. He could have joined them again, the New York Rangers, and also the Florida Panthers, but he chooses the Edmonton Oilers ultimately. He's still a very productive player for his age. Just 2 seasons ago, he had 40 points with the Tampa Bay Lightning in 82 games. So in 2021, 2022, where he scored 19 goals and he had 21 assists. Last year, dip in terms of offensive production, 25 points in 81 games, 12 goals, 13 assists. And then he got traded during the offseason. His rights were owned by Chicago, signs that 1 year deal at $4 million, had 9 points in 16 games with the Chicago Blackhawks, 4 goals and 5 assists. So, he was doing fairly well in his role with the Chicago Blackhawks. He was also drafted by the Anaheim Ducks in the first round, 20th overall in 2003. He's won the Stanley Cup in 2007. He's represented Canada on multiple occasions. He's been to the Stanley Cup Finals with the Dallas Stars, Montreal Canadiens, and Tampa Bay Lightning, failing to win the Stanley Cup all 3 times. So he's been quite unlucky these last couple of seasons. But this is a veteran player who knows what it takes to win. He's scrappy. He's not afraid to drop the gloves, but he also knows how to find the players to set them up, get those goals, and find a way to put the puck in the net as well. And this is not a player that's going to be part of their long-term solution. This is a short-term solution to win now. If he does well this season, maybe he does sign another 1 year deal with the Edmonton Oilers. But this is yet again another gamble by Ken Holland. We saw the same thing with Evander Kane when he was dealing with his issues. People were scared that he was going to ruin the locker room, but he's been an amazing addition ever since. Good locker room guy. The fans love him, and offensively, he's been, doing his job. He's slotted in the top six perfectly. So hopefully, this gamble pays off once again. But in these regards, with concerning Corey Perry, and we'll see what happens. But just to look at analytics, here it says that. He's been providing excellent defense and a physical edge to his game. Great addition to the Oilers' bottom six. So you can just take a quick look here in terms of his analytics. Here, Jay Fresh says that he's a veteran bottom six utility player who's physical, responsible with the puck, and useful in front of the net. One of the slowest players in the league, though, so that's a negative. And he's still an effective two-way player. So, he's going to slot in perfectly in the bottom six. Connor Brown hasn't been working out, unfortunately. So I could see him out of the lineup in favor for a guy like Corey Perry, or maybe Derek Ryan moves down to the fourth line, and Corey Perry slots himself into the third line with Matthias Janmark and Ryan McLeod. But um, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a line of Sam Gagner, James Hamlin, and Corey Perry on the right side since he's a right winger. But, the Edmonton Oilers are currently on a 13-game winning streak, the best in franchise history. And I think the best winning streak out of all the Canadian teams in history. So that's amazing for them to be going through such a positive time right now. They did fire Jay Woodcroft at the beginning of the season. They weren't even in the playoff contention. We're not even in the conversations. One of the most disappointing teams at the start of the season. But once they fired him and they hired Chris Noblock, he's been doing so much better. Such a great fit with the Edmonton Oilers. The players look like they're rejuvenated, and they're playing not only great hockey but superb hockey offensively. Goaltending's been looking sharp. Defense is looking sharp. Even though they could make some tweaks on their defensive side and goaltending side, maybe add a solid backup goalie for Skinner. There's still time. We're heading into the trade deadline very soon. So this is one of the many moves that Ken Holland will make or has made already. So adding Corey Perry is a smart gamble, and I think it's going to pay off for both the player and also the team, who's fiery hot right now and looks like they're not going to be stopped anytime soon. But at the end of the day, it all matters when it comes to playoffs. And the Edmonton Oilers have yet to win a Stanley Cup with this core. So maybe this is the year that they get it done. But I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. What are your thoughts on the signing of Corey Perry? Do you like this signing? Are you tired of these gambles that Ken Holland has been making? Or are you excited to take a gamble on such a great player like Corey Perry, despite the problematic side to him that he's been working on over the last couple of months? I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, if you're not an Edmonton Oilers fan, I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comment section below about the signing, about this player. And please make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next episode of the Young Guns Podcast. Thank you so much, guys, for watching.